Good evening. This is the video newsletter for buysellshort.net for Thursday, September 16th. Mixed session today. Probably one of the only reasons we're actually been holding up over the last couple of days is we have options expiration tomorrow, and that has acted as support for the market. If you looked at the business headlines going into the close today, they pretty much had a bearish note saying, the rally was sputtering out, blah, blah, blah. We have had some mixed economic data over the last couple of days, but the market has been able to sort of shrug it off, and that's, as I said, probably more to do with options expiration than anything else. However, after hours, we have Oracle up nicely, they beat. RIM up nicely, they beat. We've got the SMH pushing new highs. Texas Instruments up 5% after hours. They increased their dividend. And, we've got a whole lot of buying coming into this market. And, we have biotech stocks. That is usually a pretty good metric of the market. That and the SMH, in my opinion, what I look at. And we have started to really see biotech stocks across all price ranges start to get some very nice movement and some very nice volume over the last couple of days. And the reason that matters, biotech stocks are speculative. If we're starting to see money and action in the biotech stocks, it means speculative money is really starting to come into this market. And, we've said it before, many funds are really underperforming the market this year, and that is not good. We've only got a couple of months left in the year. We've actually only got 6 weeks left in the year end for many funds. Their year end ends October 30th. So we've got a lot of funds that have got some big catching up to do on the market. And we're starting to see them move into some stocks here. Stocks are cheap. A lot of tech stocks are cheap right now. And one of the things we've been waiting to see, and actually let me flip over there, we've been waiting to see buyers come back into the SMH. And this is our metric for the market. Everyone and their mom during this period right here, every analyst under the sun, downgrading tech stocks, downgrading Intel, downgrading Texas Instrument. Neither of them, they bottomed out, but they didn't tank. And now we're starting to see all these SMH stocks start to bounce, and we're starting to see volume come back into it. I go by that old rule. Analysts downgrade bottoms. They don't, and they upgrade tops. Whenever you see analysts downgrading a sector or a stock, and everyone's doing the same thing, usually indicates a bottom is pretty close at hand, which is what I've been saying for the last couple of weeks. Now we've got a very nice breakout move on the SMH, probably back up over the next month or two to that $29 resistance area. But let's go back to the daily chart on the Dow right now. Here on the daily chart, we've continued to edge ever higher. Now, added a new line here, and I haven't heard a lot of talk about this anywhere. Let me pull this out to a one-year view. Here is the Dow daily chart on a one-year view. Look what we're about to do here. We are about to break the downtrend line from the April-May top. Pretty significant here. Now, if we start to see volume really come in here, that would be a great confirmation. Every year we see a sell-off late September, sometime in October. Just because something happens a lot of the time doesn't mean it actually has to happen. We're going to dance close to the door with that in mind, but we could see, the market sort of shrug off that, annual cyclical thing just because so many people expect it right now. Back to the 15-minute chart, you can see we've continued to slowly move higher here. We peeked our heads right to the 10,600 area, and, we've got pretty strong resistance in this 600 to 10,700 area. We get above that, we're clear sailing to new highs, possibly by year end. But let's jump into some stock plays. A lot of our plays have really started to move over the last few days. We've had a lot of nice little winners here. RGN, one of my favorite setups right now. Biotech play has been in a trading range over the last 3 months. Similar setup as our big winner DDD, which popped 100% from our call. We finally got a breakout today on a nice increase in volume at 34 cents. We're looking for a move to the 200-day moving average. That's up there at 46 cents. All the indicators look really good here, and this is a stock I would definitely be looking to accumulate on any dips, and especially with money starting to come into biotech stocks. This should be a very nice winner for us. We should see this one make a nice continuation move tomorrow. CXM trading alert a couple of days ago, and like many of our plays, takes a couple of days before they really start to wake up, and this one woke up big time today. That 50-cent break, which we said to consider adding to positions, ended up being a very nice trigger on this stock. Traded as high as 56 cents. We're through the 200-day moving average. We've broken out of this cup and handle formation, and this looks really, really nice here. Very little resistance now after the 56-cent area until we get to the mid to upper 60, 65 to 70 cents. So very nice play here. Stops, you can move your stops up to the 20-day exponential, 47 cents, which was our original entry on this play. I'm going to mention Hill again, Hill. Listen, that's me pounding the table here. I really think Hill is ready for another big move here in the near term. Looking at the chart setup, we had that big rally. We've race traced all the way back to the 20-day exponential. We've been coiling over the last couple of days here. RSI has held the 50 level. We've got stochastics back down under 50, but coiling up, unbalanced volume doing the same. And the reason I think this one is ready to go, its peers are really starting to take off over the last couple of days. QTM broke out through to a new high today. ISLN, another storage sector play, broke out to a new high today. So here we have a couple of HILL's peers breaking out to new highs, and we've got Hill 40 cents below its high. Time for a very big bounce on this one, in my opinion, and I think it should go very big in the next few days. I will be looking to accumulate this one on any dips. We've got rock solid support now at the 20-day exponential, 125, 127. I think we're going to get a fat bounce on this one, just like we did back here a couple of weeks ago when it went on that 60% run for us. EGHT, another storage play here, and VOIP play. Breakout through $1.80 today. This one, clear skies ahead. Move through $1.83 tomorrow, and we have zero resistance until we get to the 2+ area. Very, very nice setup here. The accumulation over the last couple of weeks on this chart setup here, I'd be very, very surprised if we don't see a big move on EGHT over the next couple of days. DSCM, we got a nice spike on this one today. We're up, 10% plus from the call. Hit the 20-day exponential. First target, you know the rules, book half gains. Secondary target here would be a move to $2 area and continue to trail your stops, but our plays are really starting to break out nicely. SCON, still a sleeper play for us, but all our sleeper plays have turned out to be big fat winners. NENG, OPXT, etc., etc. Here we have another sleeper semiconductor play. RSI deeply oversold. We do have stochastics moving up through the 20 level. And the last couple of days, these candles over the last couple of days, we've been seeing low-a-day prints on like 100, 200 shares. A breakthrough at $1.60 is a buy trigger on this one, with a move to $1.72 to $1.80, $90, $2 on this one. And I think this goes really, really big, especially with the SMH doing what it's doing right now. So small position in this one right now. Buy trigger $1.60 on this, just like we did on CXM on the break of 50 cents. But this one is locked and loaded and ready for a move near term. Going into tomorrow, love RGN, love pounding the table on HILL. EGHT also looks fantastic here. Before I go, really quick mention on DSCO. This one had a huge volume spike early in the session today, then sort of trailed off over the remainder of the session. We had a big spike, then, dropped a cent, treaded water for much of the day. Keep a really close eye on this one. 25 cents is probably what's going to light this one up. We are through the downward resistance on this one, but I really think 25 cents will bring the buyers in here. And then you're still looking at upside of, 30 cents plus here. So definitely keep an alert on DSCO over the next couple of days, especially with biotech momentum really starting to pick up here. And before we go, don't forget our other two biotech plays. PARD, 50 cents lights this puppy up, and APPY. So that's it for the video. I will see you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Good night.